Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? I got a special package today, and if you watched the last video, you know this is a very special, very special package because of this guy right here with the lovely war wounds from the valve that decided to defect and just destroy my whole motorcycle. So again, this is for the 85 SP600 Adventure Dual Sport bike. Very special package. So before we get into that, you may hear some noises in the background. That is my kids. My daughter got some tap shoes and she's trying them out in the garage. So you will see this video to the tune of tap dancing. You're welcome. Alright, next item is sponsor plug, hopefully. Sponsor me! No, I'm not really sponsored, but I have to endorse my favorite beer here, which is by Iron Horse Brewery, which is the Quelter's Irish Death. This is the most delicious beer, and it is made locally, or fairly locally, to me here in Washington State. This is actually made in Ellensburg, Washington. Ellensburg, see, I don't know if you can see it there. Can you see it? It's gonna focus? It's not gonna focus. It says Ellensburg right there, I promise. If you're over 21 in USA. Alright. You can see the torn apart motorcycle in the background. And we're going to tear apart this box with this homemade knife that me and my father made when I was a child. Wow. Teenager. Alright, I have not opened this yet, obviously. So I am seeing the contents for the first time, as you are. I don't know why I have gloves on for this. It's because I was actually handling the dirty parts prior. Yes, I do condone wearing surgical gloves when doing brain surgery on the head of a motorcycle. It's like Christmas. So there should be a few different items in here, actually. Oh, so I know you're not going to be able to see this, probably, most likely, yes, no, maybe so, especially the way I got the camera set. Anyways, found this stuff off of eBay, on eBay, off of eBay, whatever. Boise Vintage Cycle in Boise, Idaho. These guys are the bomb. They hooked me up and were awesome about it at the same time. So highly recommend them on eBay or in person or what have you. Actually, these guys impressed me so much that once I get this thing running, if I'm ever in the Idaho area, in the Boise area, I'm going to stop in and see these guys. I think they do have a storefront. I'm not sure. Just tapping away over it. Oh, look at this beast. Beastly. So you cannot buy new parts for this bike. So I resorted to having to find salvage parts. And that's what that place does, is salvage. Motorcycle salvage. So this is going to take some cleaning up. But that... Is that in frame? Yeah, it is. That compared to that is a much better sight. Much better. No, it's not. There. That's facing the same way. This has the exhaust gasket. Exhaust gaskets in it. That's a bonus. Those will still work. Yeah, it will work great. Has a rocker cover on it right now. Ooh. That's awesome. 85 SP600 empty cylinder head. So the valves and the cam and the rockers and the decompression levers have been removed. It is simply the head and the rocker cover. I went ahead and did get the valves that they pulled out of it. These are the valves that were actually in it. Those look pretty good. I have to inspect them further. That was the... This is the exhaust valve, so that was the intake valves over there. And these are the rockers. Oh, those look beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Much better than the ones I had. So that's good. Ended up getting a pretty good deal as far as what I could find. And I had been looking for quite a while on eBay. So this was, there's nothing else in there. Cool. So, oh, so beautiful. So I am contemplating at the moment whether to do a little head modification, whether to make a video about it, and none of this. I'm gonna make videos on putting the bike back together, getting it running again, but none of this is a how-to video. So I don't claim to be any type of mechanic. I don't claim to be any type of expert. I'm fairly mechanically inclined and am very inclined to do things myself, do things cheap, inexpensive, not necessarily, not necessarily frivolously or in ignorance. I want to do things right, but I want to do them cheaply, if that makes sense. I think it will, if you know what I mean. So, that's the unboxing of my new head. This is going to get me back on the road. It will. It will. It will work. I will make it work. It's going to work. I got a new piston as well. I got that previously. I found one for 20 bucks. The overall cost of all the new parts was right around 200, and that was a good deal. As far as everything that I found, all you can find is salvage parts for these things, and a lot of it is over in Europe. I suppose if you are already over in Europe, you find much better deals. It seems how I am in Washington State, USA. That's a good price. $200 US. Well, 206 to be specific. These people that I mentioned, over $100. Shipping is free, so that was awesome. Great people again. Highly recommend Boise Vintage Cycle. So go check them out. I think they have a website. I know they have an eBay store. If you need vintage thumper or anything really, go check them out. They're awesome. Alright, deuces.